A very, very traumatic incident happened here at Louisiana Tech. Colin, being a student there at Louisiana Tech, was there this specific day. So I'm gonna read some stuff and give you a little information about it. There was, on this date, there was a suspect that went on a rampage of stabbing people with a knife on campus. Colin happened to be in that area that specific day, and two of the victims that were stabbed, Colin was right there right after it happened, loaded these victims up in a vehicle and took them straight to a hospital. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about it, but I'm gonna read this that I got today. It says, Ruston, LA, this is the KNOE news channel. In a news conference Monday, Ruston Mayor Ronnie Walker thanked the Ruston community for the outpouring of support following the stabbing where 4 people were hurt in Louisiana Tech's campus. Louisiana Tech Police, Ruston Fire, EMS, Ruston Police, Lincoln Parish Sheriff's Office all responded to the scene. Mayor Walker said an 18-year-old college student took 2 of the victims to the hospital before first responders even got the call for help. Colin Campbell, a freshman cyber engineering student from Minden, released this statement to KNOE through his father, Tracy Campbell. I just did what I would want anyone to do for me. God had me there at that moment for a reason today. My prayers go out to the victims and their families and all Louisiana Tech students. Now, that says something. For an 18-year-old young man to do what he did says something. Something I saw that stuck out to me. Before anybody else was called, this man stepped up. Before EMS could get there and do the job that they trained to do, an untrained young man jumped in and took on that role. These 2 ladies that he took come out, all he heard was the screams. He heard the screams of these ladies. He saw the injuries, the blood, ran without thinking. He could have done several different things. He could have just tried to stay with them and encourage them, get on the phone, do all kinds of things. He did a courageous, brave act. He grabbed these ladies, threw them in his vehicle, and took them straight to the hospital. One of the ladies succumbed to her injuries, I believe, a day and a half later, and one lady survived. But that's an act. Colin, and I'm gonna tell you something, Colin didn't ask for this award. Colin never mentioned a thing about this award. And he doesn't want to be recognized as a hero, but he did what a hero would do. And I'm gonna tell you something, with courage, I wrote down a few little notes, and the definition of courage, the quality of mind and spirit that enables a person to face difficulty, danger, pain, etc., without fear, bravery. Courage is not something we're born with. It comes from what a person does or doesn't do. It comes from how a person was raised or mentored or inspired in life. Courage isn't easy, but doing the right thing most of the time isn't easy, but it's right. Colin did some things that probably a very small, minute number of people would have done. He did something courageous that day. He was brave. And I wanted to take this time tonight to Colin so that the city could join in. There's people that'll be watching online. There's people that are here tonight to join in and say that we are proud of you, we are proud that what you did representing this city over at Louisiana Tech and what you did for these ladies. We want to recognize you with an award for courage and bravery tonight. And I'm going to have my deputy chiefs and also Lieutenant come up tonight as we present this award to you. Okay, this award is for courage and bravery. It's presented to Colin Campbell in honor of his quick, selfless reaction to the tragedy which occurred at Louisiana Tech on November 13, 2023. Colin assisted 2 ladies in distress who had been stabbed during an attack. His actions were
also the president of the MPA, the Minden Police Association. I just want to recognize another outstanding individual that this city should be proud of. I'm gonna go ahead and call him up to the front. Officer Logan Klingon. Madeline, bring Mary out there. I want to impress something upon everybody, that family is very important, especially for people that do what we do. Because when we come to work, we never know if we'll see them again. Not because of our own actions, but because of the actions of others. And I know that I always want to go home to see my family, and so does he as well. But when we come to work, when we put the badge on, when we put the gun on, we know that as police officers, we have to wear a whole bunch of different hats. Paul Harvey, I always go back to that, he said it the best. People expect us to be diplomats, social workers, ministers, people of that call. And we have to be that to a broad range of individuals. We also have to make split-second decisions that sometimes would take even a lawyer or someone that makes law months or even years to make. We have to make it in a very short period of time. And we also meet people on some of the worst days of their lives. On September the 15th of 2023, Officer Klingon met such an individual who thought he was having what up to that point was the worst day of his life. This gentleman was about to make a critical decision that was a very permanent decision based on one of life's very temporary problems. This gentleman was about to take his own life. A passerby noticed this gentleman and was concerned and called the police department to see, if we could help him. But when Officer Klingon got there, during the course of him talking to him, this gentleman put 2 knives to his throat at the same time. Officer Klingon tried to talk the gentleman down, but it didn't work. The guy actually saw a couple extra guys coming to help and started to run away, all the while cutting his own throat with these 2 knives. So in that moment, Officer Klingon made a decision. He took out his taser and actually tased the gentleman to try to stop him from making that permanent decision. Well, the taser did exactly what it was designed to do. It incapacitated that gentleman and stopped him from taking his own life. So after getting treatment, this man actually came back to our department and found Officer Klingon and told him, hey, look, I was about to make the worst decision of my life. Thank you so much for allowing me to live another day. So thanks to Officer Klingon, his hard work and his dedication to this city, this man lives on today and is thankful that he's still alive. So in honor of his dedication and of the decision that he made that day, we as the MPA and also the Minden Police Department would like to present him with an award, the MPA Life Saving Award. He was actually nominated by one of his supervisors. I'll show this to you first. Nominated by one of his supervisors for the Life Saving Award, and it is duly deserved. I would again like to invite the chief and the 2 deputy chiefs up to the front with me and Officer Klingon and his family for a photo op. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Duly deserved.
Appreciate it.
Gotcha.
I'm taking a picture too. 1, 2, 3.